Hey Chris, considering the success you guys had on the power play for a majority of the game, how would you evaluate the three you had in the third period with a chance to tie it up? What did you see there?
I mean, we got looks. We spent a lot of time in their zone. I thought we did a pretty good job executing what we wanted to do. We just didn't get the bounces. I mean, we continued to jump on loose pucks and hem them in. I mean, what was the final shot count? 50 shots, and we weren't just working the perimeter on the power play. We were getting rubber to the net. I got to go back and look at the clips. He's a big boy. He probably saw a few too many pucks. Got to do a better job of screening. But at the same time, there was a lot of traffic, a lot of movement, and at the end of the day, you kind of have to tip your cap to him. He made some big saves, but I think if we continue with that approach, there was a rhythm to it, right? Pass, shot, recovery, pass, shot. That's how you break down the kill. If we continue with that approach, I think we're going to be okay. It's unfortunate that we weren't able to get one in the third.
Yeah, Chris, I was going to ask you about the shot total. You touched on it. You guys had 50 shots on goal. Did you feel like there were a lot of quality chances? Did you feel like you guys should have had more than 3 goals tonight?
Oh, I know personally I had 3 or 4 looks that were quality in the third that he made nice saves on. I mean, we were getting pucks and bodies. Again, I'll have to go back and look at it, but I'm pretty sure we had guys in front banging away. We had guys trying to get in his line of sight. At the end of the day, 50 shots after not playing very well in the second and having a pretty poor start. I mean, we tilted the ice, and mind you, they're protecting the lead. But when we do that, on the power play, like I said, but also 5-on-5, that's how you break down another team's defense. That's how you break down the kill. There's a rhythm. There's shots and there's recoveries. There's shots and recoveries, and that's what winning teams do. For whatever reason, we got back to trying to do a little too much in that first period instead of throwing pucks from bad angles and then getting set up and hemming them in and continuing to work from there. If we have the same desperation that we had in the third for the entirety of the game, we'll probably have a better result.
Chris, do you consider it a lost opportunity starting the season with 3 home games and coming away with just 1 victory?
I consider it a pretty good learning experience. Obviously played a very good team the first 2 games, very structured team. And it's something I was just saying, it's a good learning experience for our young guys, just how different the game is. It can feel like a completely different sport, team to team, based on personnel, based on structure, and the things that they want to do and the way they want to play. And we were obviously very surprised at their team speed right out of the gates there in the first period. Needed to communicate a little more and skate a little more for each other, and improve as the game went on. But you can't have a start like that. So I think that's the more disappointing thing.
Chris, you mentioned that desperation in the third period. These last 2 games, watching the team, there seems to be that sense of urgency. Is that because of each of these games being divisional games and every single point is crucial? It just seems early on there's really high intensity from the drop of the puck.
Yeah, I think everyone understands the shortened season. I know that I've drawn the parallel to the lockout season, where we played basically half the number of games. It was very similar. You don't have a chance to wait around. So you need to get as many points as possible, as quickly as possible. You can't. I know that I mentioned that it was a good learning experience, and we're going to continue to learn and continue to grow. And I'm sure there's going to be moments of adversity, but got to find a way to get points, especially in a game like that tonight. Yeah, so it's frustrating, but there are positives. Like I said, the third period, that sense of desperation. We had that for all 60 last game, so it's continuing to grow and continuing to try to put together that 60-minute effort.